Okay, now I'm going to make some small leaves like this to fill up the gap, because most of the leaves I did earlier on are big leaves and medium-sized leaf. So when I arrange it around, there will be some gap. I do not want a big hole, no, just a small hole between leaves. So when there are big gap between leaves, because the leaf curves like this and this curves like this, you have a big hole in between. I'm gonna fill it up with small leaves like this. So the small leaves, I'm not going to use those bright colors, because earlier I used like kind of red, yellowish, bluish, greenish. So now I'm going to use kind of brownish leaves, kind of dry up leaves. So I'm going to do some of these in these two colors, so that when I place it around, there won't be so many, you can't see so many the colorful leaves. So this will kind of make it like it's the background, the pale color background, and the bright color will be at the sides. Let's see how it turns out. So I'm going to do a few of these and see if I need more, then I will just increase the number of small leaves instead of the big leaves. So now let me show you how this is done. This is the easiest, this is the smallest. Just a simple leaf like this. I'm going to use this color to show you. And this is the easiest leaf so far, because this is the smallest. So you start by making a knot. This is just my habit of making a knot. Then you're going to chain 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Once you have 11 stitches, on the third stitch from the hook, this is the hook, 1, 2, 3 from the third stitch from the hook, I'm going to do a single crochet. Then I'm going to do a half double crochet in the next stitch. Then I'm going to do a double crochet increase in the next stitch. So which means this stitch I should have 2 double crochet into the same stitch. 2 double crochet in the same stitch. Then I'm going to do a half treble. Let me show you what's a half treble. You just yarn over once, yarn over twice, go to the next stitch. You put through 2, then you put through 3. This is a half treble crochet. Then again, I'm going to do a half treble crochet increase in the next stitch. Means I'm going to do 2 in this same stitch. Put through 2, put through 3. Yarn over twice, go to the same stitch. Put through 2, put through 3. Then I'm going to do a treble, half treble, sorry, in the next stitch. You put through 2, then you put through 3. Then you do a double crochet, half double crochet. Oops, got stuck. And the last stitch here, you just do a single crochet. Now we're going to create that stem at the back. Gonna chain 5. 1, 2, I think I'm gonna chain 4 because this is a small leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to go to the second stitch from the hook. This is the first stitch, this is the second stitch. I am going to slip stitch my way back. 1, 2, 3 because this is a small leaf. I do not want this stem here to look kind of huge, so I want this to tally with the leaf. So once I'm here, now I'm gonna start all over again here, mirroring the side here, you know, do exactly the same what I did here. So this first stitch here, it should be, wait, let me see, this is the first, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. I should have 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Yep. You know, sometimes you just have to count from the back. I should have 10 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, which means I should start here, because sometimes once you reach here you kind of confused as to where to start. I want to start here. Oh wait, by right I should start here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Oh, I can go to the tip. Yep. You see this knot here? This is the knot. This is the last stitch. I should jump to that first stitch. And I'm gonna bring this tail along when I crochet. So this is 1 single crochet. Then the next stitch I'm going to do a half double crochet. Then I'm going to do a double crochet in the next stitch, then a half treble in the next. Half treble means you put through 2, then you put through 3. Then you do a half treble increase in the next stitch. This is 1, and this is 2. Then again you're going to do a half treble in the next stitch, and you're going to do a double crochet in the next stitch, and you're going to do a half double crochet in the next, then a single crochet. Oh, just nice. You chain 1 and you just pull tight, and you have a small leaf here. So this part here, you just cut it off and weave it in. I hope I have enough leaves here. But anyway, I can still crochet more later if I need some. So I just let you know that every color, every yarn, there's some white in it. Even this green, they have white patches. So it goes for the red, the green, the purple. So that's why I am sewing it together in white thread, white sewing thread. Now, before I sew them together, I'm going to do some arrangement. I do not exactly have a plan. I just place it and see if it looks nice, that's all. I wouldn't want all to face the same way. Maybe some like this. Some will be upside down. So this is the base. So you're gonna be a rectangle table runner. So this should be it. I'm gonna put it together like a puzzle. Oh yeah, and then you have to check and see which is the front and which is the back. Which do you think is the front? I think it's like this. You can either place it this way or you can place it, no you can't, that would be upside down. I'll try with this. This is roughly how it will be. Then I'm going to take a slightly bigger leaf, a smaller leaf. So since I have the same color here, this will be far away from this. This should be far away from this. This should be the other side. This should be here, like this, because I do not want the green to be near. Then you have leaf like this. So there's a purple there. I'm gonna place a purple here. I'm going to think of the upside down, whether it's the right side up later on when I sew. So there's a green, yellow, dark green, but there are two of the same leaves here. I do not want that either. Maybe this will be at the end. I'm not sure yet whether should I have these two as the end or should I have some small leaves. Let's see if I can have enough small leaves to do that. Okay, let's try maybe one here, one red one here, and a red here, maybe one red here, this green, maybe here, purple, yeah, maybe yellow, there's a yellow here, maybe I will settle one there and one here. And as you can see, if I were to join this near, let's say it will be very near now, like this. There's still big holes in between. There will be holes. So I'm gonna fill it up with this color because this does not clash. So I'll put some dry leaves here, and I'll make more of it to, you know, cover up all these holes. There will still be holes, but not so much. There will still be holes. Maybe I'll add one more leaf here. I'm not sure which leaf. Let's see. And once you are satisfied on how it looks, I am not satisfied with mine yet. Maybe I'm going to do a few more leaves. I'm not sure which one. Maybe I'll just stick to this small one here and fill in the blanks with all these small leaves here and there. Anyway, these small leaves I have in two colors. This is like a dry leaf kind of color. So I will have one here. So I'll think of way to join it. I mean, it's easy when you want to join it. Like let's say for example, here is to here. You make one stitch here to here, and then you move your needle up here and make a stitch here. So you kind of join up like this. And then maybe you make a stitch upwards here and join here and join this to this, you know, so that you don't have to tie a knot, you don't have to knot it, cut, and you know, you can just continue. How do you think this is? Is it too small? Should I go for a longer table runner? I'm not sure. I will try and make it as rectangle as possible, but now it doesn't really. Or maybe I should have a pointy one here, you know, maybe like something like this, you know, like a V shaped here, like this, so that like the side you have a pointy leaf, so it kind of like a pointing thing. And let me think about this first, and I'll come back to you and show you how mine look like. So there's no fixed rule to this. You can just arrange it anyhow you like, or you can even crochet a square piece, a simple square piece, and sew all these leaves on top of that square piece. but that is what I do not want. I want holes here so that I can see the table. Anyway, this is a white table. The table that I plan to put this on is actually a brown, if not mistaken, it's a brown dining table. So I just want to see the color of the table here and there. So I'll come back to you once I have this nicely arranged. Okay, I just show you one part of it. I've sewn these three together. So now let's say, for example, I already laid out, then I want this to be here. This part here, I want it to be here. So I'm gonna move my thread and needle all the way down here to connect to this one. So I will try and hide the thread as much as I can so that you can't see it. All the way down here. Let's see. Maybe it should be all the way down to the bottom here. So once you pull, you won't be able to see the stitch. See, hide it nicely all the way. This requires a lot of patience. Actually, I do not know what I'm doing. I just randomly add them together. So, okay, like for example, this is like this. I want this to join with this. So I'll just pick up this piece here. This is the one that I want to join. Then I make one. When you make one stitch, it's not enough, it's gonna open up. So you go back to that same spot and do it one more time. Like this. Pull, and it will stay. Then I'm going to join this part to this part, so which means I have to work my needle all the way down, you know, like how we weave in the tail. Just hide it as much as you can and come to the spot that you want, like this. So here, make sure you pull so that there's no sign of, except for this one. But then again, because it has white, so it doesn't really show much. So that's how I'm going to attach it all together. This is kind of flimsy, so when you want to place it on your table, do it gently or all this will break. Because it's just a thread, like 2-3 stitch. So up to you whether you want to stitch it up like me. I find this is nice. Or you want to stitch it up on top of a rectangle piece. But you have to make sure that rectangle piece is white maybe, so that you can bring out the color of these leaves. This is how the final thing look like. Just make a few stitches here, here, here. So every time when I stitch this to this part, you make sure you stitch like 3 rounds. And then you go pull your thread all the way to the other side so that it has some pulling, and this will be tight. If not, this would be loose and you can see the stitches. But now you can't see because I pull it all the way here, and then I stitch here and then pull all the way here and stitch here. So when you pull, actually you put it in between all this. So certain parts here are quite tight, you will hold on to the thread. So this is my version of the table runner. How is your table runner looking now? Do share your table runner once you're done. Do share the final thing in my comment section. I would love to see how yours turns out. we can exchange ideas. Actually, there's no fixed rule to this. I just like, it's just like I just throw some leaves onto my table and that's it. And just sew it together. Isn't this lovely? So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and I'll look forward to seeing you in my next post. Bye for now.